a flip through of my Greece travel journal. This is a insert that I made before I went to Greece. I made it with some scrapbook papers, and the papers inside were from a premium paper pack from Hobbycraft. It's in the size B6, and whilst I was away in Greece I kept it in this, my B6 Chic Sparrow chocolate creme. Whilst I was away it gained quite a few more characteristics with these scratches, and you can see some dents there, quite a few there, because while I was away I kept it in my bag while I was walking everywhere, and I kept it with my big digital camera, so I guess they were kind of it was kind of scratching it inside my bag, which I don't mind because the whole point of these are that you take them with you. They're called traveller's notebooks for a reason, and so I was really excited to take that with me, and I am quite pleased actually with the characteristics that it's already gaining. It's already patinaing, which makes me very happy, and it's just getting more and more beautiful. So anyway, I made this before I went away, and you may or may not have seen a video that I've already posted on my channel where I've prepped a couple of the pages. I think it was 3 or 4 pages. So if you haven't checked that out, you can check that out. I'll probably put the link in the description, or I'll put a card up here that will link you straight to the video. So these first pages here, I put where I was going, Greece, Ireland, Corfu, when, 19th of October until the 26th, and this is a little bit of information I found on the internet about Greece. And this is a quote by Kerry Smith, who is an author, and it was from her book, what's it called? Wreck This Journal, that's it. It was from one of the Wreck This journals that I have, and I just thought I'd copy it in there because I love it. I think it's a really great quote, and it fits perfectly with this B6 travel journal. So a lot of the decoration in here is quite simple. It's washi tapes and stamps, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'll show you what I've done. With me I took an instant camera, so you'll see a couple of instant photographs scattered around. I took my Instax Mini 8, and for those wondering, because I definitely did wonder before I went, about the x-rays when you go through the airport, because I'd done a bit of research and a few people were saying don't take your instant camera or film through the x-ray machines, make sure you get them hand checked. And I even asked on a couple of photography websites as well, and so I thought I would kind of risk it and see what happens. And so in my instant camera I had 2 shots left, and these are the 2 shots, this one and that one, and they were the ones that actually got kind of damaged, but not too damaged by the x-ray machines. It just means that the film was kind of fogged, which means that they're just a little bit overexposed. So yeah, and they were 2 shots left in the camera, and I took a pack of 10 shots with me that were in a box that weren't touched, they weren't opened, in my hand luggage, and they were perfectly fine. None of them were overexposed, none of them were fogged, nothing like that. They worked perfectly fine, and they came out perfectly fine as well. So that's just a little bit of helpful information if anybody's thinking about taking an instant camera with them abroad. Although, don't quote me on that, because some people have said that their film has been ruined, so maybe I was just lucky, I'm not sure. So some of the decoration that I've done here is this Explore Travel I used with a mini alphabet stamp set that I've got from Hobbycraft. Some washi tape. My favourite washi tape at the moment is black and white, which you'll probably be able to see throughout this travel journal insert. I've got a few stamps scattered around as well. This here is the date stamp that I used. There you can see I've tipped in the instant photographs. So a little bit of helpful information is, while you're away, if you want to keep a travel journal insert like this, the best advice I can give is try and keep everything. Try and keep as much as you can, which means receipts, napkins, anything like that. Anything that you can stick in your journal is fantastic to keep. So here I've got a napkin from one of the cocktail bars that we ate and drank at, and these are so great because you can just rip a piece off or cut a piece off, stick it in with whatever you've got on you. I use double-sided tape, but you can also use a Pritt stick or anything like that, and not only do they look good in your journal, but it's also something to help you remember where you went, but it also adds a bit of texture to your pages as well, which is always interesting. It just adds something just a bit different to your pages. So I've used these as tip-ins so that I can write underneath. I've put some camera stickers dotted around. That's another little sticker that says travel. Just use different coloured washi tapes. Also at the moment I'm really enjoying using washi tape to kind of underline my dates, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit, to section it off from the rest of the writing. Some of the pages are quite minimalistic, where I've literally just washied it and then wrote loads down. This is a Midori stamp. Well, it's a sticker that looks like a stamp. This was from a 12 by 12 cutout sheet that I got from Hobbycraft. It was like a travel kind of 12 by 12 sheet. I was originally going to put an instant photograph there, but I didn't get around to it, although I have got some instant photographs from the trip left just hanging around that I could stick there if I want to. Again, I've just tipped that in so I can do writing on both sides. This is kind of a business card, I guess, from one of the pizza places that we ate at, so that again is something good to keep, just so that you can stick in. I've tipped that in and there's writing behind there as well. I've just put a paper clip there to just keep it in place. Another instant photograph. This was from our balcony, the view from our balcony. We were very lucky, we had an absolutely beautiful view. We had the sea in the background there, if you can see. Every morning I made sure that I took a bit of time to myself by going to the balcony with my journal and my supplies and just sat for a few minutes and journaled. I started to write the time that I was journaling as well, and I absolutely loved that. I just loved giving myself that time in the morning to write down what I'd done the day before and then what I was planning to do in that day. Here again is another receipt, all in Greek, so I can't understand a thing, but I still think it's nice just to keep those and stick them in. Again, just some simple washi tape. I've done like quirky little borders around the time, washied there. Some more receipts, and that is another cutout from the 12 by 12 sheet. Another instant photograph. This was an instant photograph of our lunch, just tipped in with some of my favourite washi tape. And this is a watercolour kind of border that I've done, just splashing on some pretty blue watercolour that I have. This here is one of my favourite pages. It's one of the most colourful pages. This is a business card. It says Kelly's Ice House, and it was from a lovely waffle ice cream crepe place that we ate at. So I just put that in there. I think it was the manager or something gave me that. And for the border here, I decided I didn't really fancy using my watercolours while I was there. I just wanted something easy and something that was quite colourful. So what I did was I got my washi tape rolls out that I'd taken with me, and I just ripped pieces off. I wasn't being neat, I was purposely being, you know, just kind of scruffy with how I was ripping them. And I've put them all the way around the outside, and I think it's something very simple and very effective because it definitely adds colour. I love that they're all quirky kind of washi tapes. They don't particularly match each other, and I just think it looks nice. It's just a nice way to brighten up your page. Here again is another napkin that I kept from another restaurant, and this is a little flag from one of my cocktails. Just something nice to keep and stick in. So things like this are great. It's just sometimes difficult to try and remember not to throw them away and not to leave them, but to pick them up and keep them. And this is a page that I had prepped, but on the 26th, which was the day that we were coming home, it was my birthday, so I guess I just didn't remember to write in this journal, which is fine, but this just gives you a better look at what I meant with the washi tape border. You can kind of see what I've done. And at the back here I've just paper clipped in this. This was like a little gift bag that came with something that I'd bought from one of the shops. And this behind it, I ripped from the Starbucks bag that I bought my lunch in, or breakfast, whatever it was, when we were at the airport. I thought that was something nice to keep, and I'd actually kept the same thing from when I'd done a travel journal from Spain as well, so kept that, and I've just paper clipped that in there. So that is my travel journal flip through. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you like my content, please subscribe and also give this video a like. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.